great marijuana. That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane, pot, weed, or tea.
That Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoke that tight stick.
We're smoking reefer.
The realest thing smoking on the internet. The Podheads Web Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is 420 on a hashtag We Wednesday. You are in the cipher with the Podheads. I am your Commander-in-Chief, Frank the Tank. And as always, I'm hanging with my very best bud, Mr. JP Perez.
What's up? That's right. We're the Podheads once again in the cipher. Hashtag We Wednesday. Thanks to you for being us live again, 7 p.m. every Wednesday. We had a little, technical problems. You know us, but we getting through it. We ready to rock, baby.
That's right. We ran a little late today. Truth be told, I was dropping a deuce. So sue me.
I was trying to be,
So sue me. Nice.
Fine.
But running a little bit behind. But we're here.
Yep.
The Podheads in the cipher.
Yes,
WJHM102jams.com. You heard it.
That's our
Get
shit.
the app, Apple, Android, wherever you hear it. Thepodheads.com. Also, we have to update it. We're a little bit behind, but you got plenty of old episodes on there. You can listen to brand new ones on WJHM every week through the app. And right here on YouTube, iHeartRadio,
Twitch, Instagram,
Facebook, Instagram, literally
everywhere.
any and everywhere you get your
Google
podcast.
us.
We are there. Google us. It's the Podheads Web Show. Hashtag We Wednesday. Shout out to all of the friends, the family, the fans
We
of the
love you
show,
guys.
our partners, GCW, Generation Championship Wrestling, the guys at WJHM, Frederick Subprime, Leonard's, the man himself, the Subprime
Car Guy
hero
Coffee,
from,
baby.
Car Guy Coffee Podcast, Big Ace, Jeremy Cash at the Sneaker Division. I can go all
For
day.
real. We
We're
love you
making
guys.
A lot of friends. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Anyway.
Let's do it.
Like we always do, it's gonna be a fun show. We're gonna tackle gun violence. We're gonna solve
Hot button.
We're gonna solve gun control right
Woo!
here on the show.
Saying history
folks.
today.
You're welcome, Frank the Tank, your Commander-in-Chief, Heavy on the Chief, is going to solve gun violence just like that.
Just like that,
years
huh?
of debate.
All
solved
right.
here on the Podheads Web Show over a blunt. But we're gonna also talk some interesting. We got clickbait as usual, so we got some fun stories for clickbait,
Yep.
and then we're gonna talk gun violence. We're gonna have some statistics, all kinds of good stuff for you. But before we do this, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this as we
That's
always
the
do.
only reason I'm really here, guys. It's the Weed Wheel of Death.
The Weed Wheel of Destiny. We're
Your
going to give
turn.
that bitch a spin, and we're going to find out what we're smoking.
Give it a
out
good
of.
one.
Could be fruit, could be dabs, could be a joint.
We
Hopefully it's a
have
joint.
edibles. Yeah, me too.
I'm
I
gonna smoke
spent a good minute here packing this. So let's go.
Let's
Come
see what
on, joint. Yeah, we have
big money,
edibles.
big money.
We have
No
we have it all.
whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Give me a joint.
A joint. I'll take it.
There we go. I moved
take
it. I
it.
messed it up. I moved it by mistake. But I couldn't tell if it was on pens or joint. Close enough. We'll take the joint. I
Take
don't
it.
want JB's
Thank you.
rolling to go.
Thank you very much.
To go out of waste though. So Mr. JB,
I
Mr.
have
JB
it.
is looking for a lighter.
Let's do it.
He's gonna roll up. But it's gonna be a good one. First and foremost,
Let's do it.
I want to give a quick shout out to basically everybody out there that's been paying attention and that's been showing support. I've said it before, and I will say it again. The most valuable time in today's society, where everything can be replaced, really, money, fucking body parts, valuable possessions. The most important thing that you can give someone is your time. Right?
Absolutely.
You'll never get it back. We construct our own devices of stress and suffering when we don't have to. So for anybody that's willing to give us a little bit of your time, I really appreciate it.
Definitely,
'Cause
for sure.
We definitely don't get the support like we should from those that should, but we do get it from plenty of others. So
Yeah.
we love y'all. We appreciate
Time.
you.
That's a great point, man. Time is, we know it's this thing that you don't get back, but it is probably the most valuable thing that you have. So to give it to people like us, we recognize it.
Big time.
And we
yeah.
love you for
Big time
it.
appreciation.
Definitely.
That being said, JB's going to light up while I go ahead and hit the clickbait.
CLICKBAIT!
You heard it.
That's me.
JB Perez with the clickbait audio.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. We got some good clickbait for you. First and foremost, on the first list of clickbait. And if you don't know, if this is the first time you're watching, clickbait is just pretty much us clicking on
Exactly
the
what
shit
it
at the bottom
sounds
of the screen, the top headlines that you don't want to waste your time with. We'll click on them for you and give you the skinny. So
The
to
giddy
speak.
giddy.
So big news. First off, kicks off. China is kicking out all the Bitcoin miners.
Huh?
China. They
Okay.
ain't fucking around.
No.
China has long been home to more than half of the world's
what I mean.
Bitcoin miners. We're talking about more than half of the world's Bitcoin miners.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Now Beijing wants them out. And I mean ASAP.
Gone.
Yep. After failing to meet Beijing's climate targets. So they're trying to lower climate standards. The province leaders decided to give Bitcoin miners 2 months to clear out, explicitly blaming its energy misses on crypto mines.
Man, you know what? And that's the big thing with Bitcoin is the energy users. But I know for a fact that China is still heavy on the coal. And I think it's that's where it's at. It's so cheap. I mean, the Bitcoin mines are so many in China because the energy was so cheap, because coal was so cheap. Well, it looks like Pyongyang, or I don't know.
That's South Korea, North Korea.
It looks like the capital of China is saying, you know what? Beijing is, we're going away from coal. We're going green with the rest of the world. So I can't get mad because I'm green, but where the hell are we going? I'm a Bitcoin guy.
Well, a lot of people believe that all the miners are going to be coming down to Texas. All right. So in May, the government called for a severe crackdown on Bitcoin mining and trading, setting off what's being dubbed as the Great Bitcoin, the Great Mining Migration, I think it's called. Yeah. So according to reports, Texas is one of the most Bitcoin mining friendly or free enterprise friendly states
surprising,
in
Texas.
the world. It has the lowest energy prices. It shares renewable energy that is actually growing over time. 20% of all the power in Texas, and Texas being the largest state in the union, 20% of all their power comes from wind. Did you even know that?
I did not know that. Okay, that's friendly. Friendly. That's cool coming from Texas. But I tell you what, I just saw a headline that says Texas power grid is it's too hot.
Well, it's got a completely deregulated power grid. I'm glad you mentioned it because there's no regulation. As a citizen in Texas, you can choose how you want to power. You want well power, you want electric, you want solar, you get to option of many different.
I did not know that.
It's good and bad, right?
Okay.
We all know about the monopolizing power companies here.
Yeah.
If you get your lights cut off by OUC, you're
doing.
out.
Yeah, you ain't got no light.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So I see the benefit of the Bitcoin miners going to Texas for that law. Not necessarily because the energy is available, but because you can go there and get the energy any way you want it.
And the politicians are all about crypto. So those of you that have been watching Bitcoin fall and stressing about it, trust me. It's only coming up.
Trust.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're going to see a dramatic shift, basically, over the next 2 months. According to Brandon Arvany, he's a previous security engineer at crypto exchange Gemini. He said, we have governors like Greg Abbott in Texas who are promoting mining. It's going to become a real industry in the United States, which is going to be
gold
incredible.
rush, man. Literally, that's what the mimic is, the Bitcoin rush. You're literally mining the Bitcoin out of there, which is on the computer. It's here. It's not going backwards, people. Don't be scared of the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip.
Dude, right now, estimates have shown that 65 to 75% of the world's Bitcoin mining, based on hash rates, because that's what they look up, happened in China.
Right.
And slowly but surely, they're just seeing that hash rate fall.
Very
Let's
interesting.
see if it ends up popping up anywhere else.
America, baby.
Yeah.
I'll get on it.
The analysts think that miners are going to be looking towards Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and the U.S.
Okay,
So,
just not China. It's just wherever the energy's cheap and wherever no one's gonna mess with you. And for all the shit we talk about the government here in America, you can almost do a lot here in this country. Maybe Saudi Arabia, UAE. I don't know why I think that.
Texas. I don't know.
All
right, what else we got? Next thing of clickbait.
Clickbait. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
We got. Do you know who this pretty woman is, JB?
I do. You know why I do? Because I don't want to say hate's a strong word, but I loathe her ex-husband.
Very good. Mackenzie Scott. If you don't know, folks, this is the wife or the former wife, the ex-wife of billionaire, the richest man in the world.
Amazon guy.
Amazon owner, CEO,
Jeff Bezos. That's right.
Well,
big divorce.
That, excuse me, recent headlines, Mackenzie Scott and Bezos recently got a divorce within the last year.
Right.
This actually propelled her to, I think, one of the top 5 richest women in the world.
Just by
because
getting
her part of
divorced.
the divorce earned her, how much you think?
Oh my God, billions, 20 billions, 30 billions. I have no idea.
She became instantly worth $60 billion.
Whoa, damn! Sometimes
Think
divorce
about that.
pays off, bro.
Think about that. You
60
divorce somebody
billion.
and you become, I think, the
Phew.
4th richest woman in the world.
You know what? That's cheap. That's cheating. I don't know. And you know what I mean?
Well, some people feel that way.
Right.
Well, it's not fair, but you know what? I love what she's doing with it.
Okay.
So Mackenzie Scott is quickly becoming one of the world's most popular philanthropists. She just announced on Tuesday that she is giving donations totaling a sum of $2.7 billion
Woo.
to over 280 organizations across the U.S.
Nice. Okay.
Across the U.S. And we
Okay.
talk about that. Billionaires giving money around the world instead of taking care of our own.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Can't hate on that. $2.7 billion. Now, she says that money is supposed to be going equally to everybody, which would average about $10 million apiece. But reports are all over the place.
I mean, any nonprofit that gets $10 million is a huge deal for them.
On her blog, she wrote, sitting down to write this post, I felt stuck. I want to de-emphasize privileged voices and cede focus to others. Yet I know some media stories will focus on wealth. We are governed by a humbling belief that it would be better if disproportionate wealth were not concentrated in a small number of hands, and that the solutions are best designed and implemented by others. She says she focused on her latest donations on higher education, groups bridging divides through interfaith support, arts and culture, anti-poverty organizations led by people of color, and grassroots groups supporting local communities. We're talking about companies like everything from like LGBTQ communities
Sure.
to small companies like Cava that focus on giving small business loans to young entrepreneurs.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, just across the board, everywhere.
You know how many times we've said Jeff Bezos could fix the fucking problems of the world? Look, his ex-wife is doing it with his money.
with a fraction of his fortune.
That's
with a fraction
true.
Of his
But I
fortune.
say it again: 10 millions per company or per nonprofit is a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hell yeah, I like this clickbait.
Per Forbes, Scott's fortune after distributing the latest gifts, this is as of 10:30 this morning, is $57 billion.
Well, you think she could come on?
She's the 22nd richest person in the world.
Right
richest
now.
person in the world. Yeah. She didn't disclose a specific dollar amount, okay? But companies like the Children's Defense Fund say they received $20 million. That's the largest contribution in their history. The Global Health Organization, MUSO, received $15 million. Likewise, BOMA Project, which aims to end poverty in rural Africa, $10 million. So she's going in. She has so far, because we got to get to break, I just want to give you the quick. According to Fortune 500 and Forbes, she has already given away nearly $6 billion to 500 organizations, okay? And she's also a signee of the Giving Pledge, which promises to give away more than half of a person's fortune.
This is one
before
we
they
want to
die.
see from the ultra rich. They can do it. Here's an example.
Yeah. On top of that, she dates a public school teacher now.
Oh,
to boot.
Mr. Principal.
So, I mean, can we like the next freaking president? Baby?
Come on.
First female president.
I love that she's doing it with his money.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mackenzie Scott. Shout out. Put one
Shout
up
out.
to Mackenzie
Right
Scott. When we come back, we're going to find out. We're going to hear from the diver that survived a whale being swallowed by a whale.
Crazy
So we'll
story.
be right back. Taking break for commercial. It's the Podheads.
Yep.
All right. That's just, guys, if you're watching live, don't go anywhere. That's for radio. We got 2 minutes of breaks that we have to do to pay the bills. But we decided instead of making you guys watch those videos, those commercials, we'll let you guys chat with us. Shout out to Fred. Shout out to
Shout out, Fred,
for being in the cipher with us. Let us know what y'all smoking. I forgot what the hell I'm smoking, but it's good shit. Very good stuff.
Shout out to the plug.
Also, shout out to Sunny Talent.
Sonny.
I don't have a clip. I'm kicking myself for not having a clip. But just had a really good battle recently with not Polo G, excuse me, with Polo.
And he did his thing.
Really, I mean, just not surprised. Not surprised. Polo took it on short notice, which was, really cool, good sport. But Sonny is just a beast and just did what he always does. Great battle. Great job, Sonny
Definitely.
Talent and Set Gang South. He's got another big battle coming up that he mentioned he might be able to hook us up and
Definitely.
get us into.
Okay.
So if you don't know, if you like music, hip hop, Sonny Talent, that's the guy.
I always have so much fun at those rap battles. You know what I mean? Not only for the rapping, for the music, but it's just the energy, the environment. Just so much fun, man. And Sonny Talent be killing it, man. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
So all right. When we come back, we're gonna talk. We're running a little long, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Because we're gonna talk our last little bit of clickbait. We usually cover clickbait in the first segment, but our last little bit of clickbait, we're gonna talk about the guy who survived the lobster.
Lobsters.
The lobster
Whale.
diver who survived being swallowed by a freaking humpback whale. All right, so we gotta come back, right?
Sure, let's do it.
We got about 10 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
JB, you want to bring us back?
Sure thing.
And
Yeah, what's up? It's JB Perez. You're back in the cipher. Yeah, we're running a little long, but we got one more clickbait. Hit my button, bro. Clickbait! Yeah! We got one more clickbait for you. We really wanted to talk about this because not only is it from my hometown, it's a holy shit story. Like, what the
fuck?
fuck?
It's a pretty holy shit.
Holy shit.
Story.
Pinocchio,
Rocco, what
like,
up, Rocco? Sorry.
Crazy. No, go ahead.
Pretty crazy. So this fine young man right here. Hold on. I want to get the
full screen
the
up.
actual guy here. Lobster diver. Right?
Look at him.
There.
Thumbs up and everything.
Michael Packard, okay? A commercial lobster diver out of Wallfleet, Massachusetts, all right? Says he was swallowed whole.
What?
By a whale off the coast of Massachusetts Friday, but made it out alive with only minor injuries.
How?
Okay. First of all, that's insane. Right?
What?
That only happened in the Bible.
That's
and
what
in
I'm
Pinocchio.
saying. It never had. It's a fake story.
Exactly.
What?
Right? Yeah.
You can actually be swallowed whole by a whale? Holy crap. Look at him.
Yeah.
How did he get out? I have no idea, right? I can just imagine.
I'll tell you right now. 56-year-old was released hours later from Cape Cod Hospital. And Cape Cod, shout out to Cape Cod. I love the chips. But
hours later.
Hours after he was checked into hospital. When he was, let me see, what do we got here? Cape Cod Hospital. His scary encounter with the humpback whale. He told WBZ-TV he was 45 feet deep, bro. That's a long way down.
45 deep.
In the waters off of Provincetown when the attack occurred. So the guy's down there doing, his thing, getting lobsters, right? All of a sudden he says, I felt this huge shove, and the next thing I knew, it was completely black.
Blow,
right?
just fucking blow, just coming from behind, like
yeah.
blow.
That's what he told Cape Cod Times. He says, I could sense I was moving, and I could feel the whale squeezing me with the muscles in its mouth.
Oh, that's about it right there. Yeah,
I was completely inside the whale.
Like
it was
this.
completely back. I thought to myself, there's no way I'm getting out of here.
No way.
I'm done.
Yep.
I'm dead.
You're dead.
And all he could think of was his 12 and 15-year-old boys.
I can't even imagine.
Facing death. I mean, think about that.
You're being swallowed by a whale like this.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
what?
That's got to be one of the scariest things that'll
That's
ever
what I'm
happen.
saying. Like, the panic mode is in there. Unbelievable. Like, I'm trying to scratch, like, I don't know how tight he was. I can imagine that he was pretty tight, being swallowed whole by a goddamn whale. It's unbelievable. This is a crazy
Something out of a book, right? Something out of a story.
Maybe the story is true. Like, dude was
right. It has to have happened at least.
Has to have happened at least one more time that the Bible decided to write about it, or Pinocchio writer decided to pull that story too, because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then this guy did it, man.
Yeah, no. Well, he
That's
said he
nuts.
thinks he was in the whale's mouth for about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to breathe because he still had his breathing apparatus. So just lucky that he had his little air tank on him.
Oh, okay.
He said in an effort to save himself, he began shaking the whale's head before the animal surfaced and ejected him. He says the whales just spit him out. And then he escaped with only bruises and broken bones. Like minor broken bones.
Okay, still, you broke a bone. That's kind of intense. That kind of changes it for me, because my whole mentality was that he was snorkeling and he got swallowed into the damn stomach of this whale, okay? But he had a breathing apparatus, so I think that makes a huge difference, because I think you and me probably are dead in that situation.
Sure.
We don't come back to tell this story.
30 seconds, though. Yeah, that's
30 seconds? That's might as well be 30 minutes. That's why you don't hear this story. People get
Shit in your
eaten by
pants.
whales all the time, but they don't don't have breathing apparatuses
Really?
to
So you think
survive.
the breathing apparatus is what?
Why the hell would the whale
the
eat
day.
this guy? I
Wow.
think that whales are considered smart mammals, like they're of higher intelligence. I do believe they know that a human being is not food. So for it to get in totally, was it fucking fighting back? Like, this is my lobster. This is my territory.
I don't know.
Boston.
I don't know. Listen, I got a little cotton mouth. I'm gonna run downstairs, carry this show for a second.
All right,
I
man.
grab a bottle of water. All right. Look at this guy.
Look
dude.
at me.
Packer, this dude.
So he's a lobster guy. The lobster guy. From Boston. Yeah, get me something to drink, by the way. So, lobster guy. Massachusetts, what the hell? I don't even know how to carry this thing. I think we actually tried to get an interview with this lobster guy, but of course, he's too good for us. And Cape Cod chips. Wait. Holy shit! Hold on, slide out. I think I hear the phone. Hello, this is the Podheads.
Yeah, this is Packet.
Packer, oh my God, you called us in.
Yeah. How you doing?
What are you doing? You survived, man.
Yeah, I had to tell you what happened. It was freaking crazy.
I don't believe
Out of my
it. Tell
mind.
me.
There I am in Boston Harbor, okay, home of the greatest freaking baseball team of all time. Go Sox. All right.
Go
There I
Sox.
am doing my thing. All right. Diving for lobster. All right. Diving. I'm a freaking lobster grabbing machine. Next thing I know, okay, I'm being swallowed up in the mouth of this freaking wicked,
my God.
awesome, large, incredibly large humpback whale.
How?
All right? And this thing is mashing on me, for Pete's sakes, okay? And so I'm like, I'm not going out. I'm not going out like this. And like Rocky Marciano, like Marvelous Marvin Hagler, I'm inside that thing. I start giving it a 1-2. I start beating that thing's uvula.
Uvula.
Like a speedball, like a speed bag, okay? And the whale can't take it. It can't even go 2 rounds with this Boston brawler here.
Unbelievable.
All right? I clipped one of my lobsters onto the back of his throat. He spit me up. Couldn't believe it. Spit me right out. My homeboy Hector pulled me right out of the Boston Harbor and saved my life. Brought me to the hospital. But let me tell you, it was scary. It was very, very scary. Wicked dark inside that
Wicked dark.
Wicked dark inside that freaking whale, I gotta tell you.
Listen, my friend, that was
spit me up. We was gonna be having whale for lunch. I'll tell you what.
the way you knocked on his tonsils. I was wondering, how would you get out of there? You know what? He takes from the Bostonian art of boxing over there. The good old 1-2 to the uvula. My friend, the lobster guy. Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, my friend.
Bye.
What? What do you guys think about that one? An exclusive interview with the lobster guy right here on the Podheads web show. Unbelievable. Frank, you missed it. You missed it. I told you he was gonna call. The lobster guy. He called.
Missed it.
That guy right there.
No.
That guy right there. He called us in. You were too busy drinking juice. Unbelievable.
What'd he say?
He said he fucking knocked out the whale. He said he literally went inside and he beat up the whale from
I
inside.
can't believe I missed it.
Unbelievable, dude.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Lobster diver extraordinaire, Michael Packard. Well, shout out to you, Packard. I'm
Thank
sorry I missed
you.
your call.
Yeah.
But thanks for calling
We
our
love
show.
you. That was a hell of a story. Now we know all the details, man.
We got everything we needed to know about that story. Every little bit.
Definitely. You know what? I gotta run now. Now that you went down, you went to go get a drink. I gotta use the bathroom. I was too excited because your guy.
Don't worry yourself,
Oh my
Jamie.
God! I gotta go. I'll be back.
Jamie's gonna go to the bathroom. I can't believe I missed that. Thanks, Big Ace. The interview. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I have no idea what the hell just happened, but apparently, JB got to have a call with the lobster diver himself. JB took off to the bathroom, as you can see, and the guy called while I was down getting a drink. That's what I get. That's what I get for getting a drink. I missed it. Oh, wait. We got a phone call coming in here too. Wait a minute. What is this? Hello? Oh my God. Folks, it's Humphrey. It's Humphrey the humpback, the whale, the humpback whale that was actually. How you doing, bud? So, oh my God, Humphrey has called to give his side of the story. I can't believe that. So you're just swimming out, just doing your thing. This guy jumps in your mouth and starts assaulting you? Wow. Wow, Humphrey. Well, I tell you what, that was very courageous. You're very lucky to be alive. You know what? I'm glad that we got to hear your side of the story. Apparently, according to Humphrey, you know, it was Packard the one being the aggressor. Jeez. Gotta watch out for these wicked lobster divers out there. Well, thank you for calling, Humphrey. I appreciate you. All right, buddy. Look at that. Humphrey the humpback actually called to give his side. You missed it.
What?
JB goes to take a piss.
What?
No.
What?
The whale.
What?
Humphrey,
No.
the humpback, not to be confused with the children's book,
No.
called and gave his side of the story.
The whale?
The whale
The whale that ate the guy called and told his side of the story?
Wait a minute. Attack Mr. Packard.
What'd he
Mr.
say?
Packard jumped in his mouth to attack him.
What an
He's
asshole.
just minding his business, eating krill. Packard jumps in, starts giving him the old 1-2.
I believe
Humphrey's lucky to be alive.
Mr. Humphrey, the whale, Greenpeace.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I missed it.
Two unfortunate ones.
Two fucking phone calls that we missed right here on the Podheads. Well, I'll tell you what, I gotta listen to the recording because that's unbelievable.
Ah, shit, I love it. Oh, Big A said he fucking hates us. You love it. You gotta love the Podheads here. We're having a good time here.
That was crazy,
with
dude.
Lobster divers.
Or
they're
whales.
the most dangerous things on the sea, apparently. Yeah.
Or whales.
Or whales.
Again,
yeah.
Whales eat people, or at least big enough. Many times have I seen a documentary where the whale comes up from the bottom and then takes a huge gulp of fish. A human being can get caught on that.
Sure.
I have to
the size
believe
of a human being
compared
to a whale.
to a blue whale or sperm or whatever the biggest
do you
one.
think the whale is being negligent? Do you think the whale was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna close my eyes, open my mouth, and whatever I get, I get?
That's what I'm saying because,
Okay.
you know, global warming, like.
The eyes are on the side of his head too. He can't like see right in front of him. So.
I don't know if you go lobster diving and you just go grabbing lobsters, or is it a cage, or is it a trap? I don't know how that is. But if I imagine that if it's like you just grabbing lobsters, you can get confused for a lobster.
Sure.
So I believe it was an accident by the whale. I don't like that the Mr. Jacob or whatever the hell punched back. Okay, if you just asked nicely, maybe he would have just like, you know, okay,
whoops, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy story,
But you know what? I'm glad Mr. Packard is alive. I'm glad Humphrey's okay.
Yeah, he's all right, it seems.
Needless violence against humpback whales out there. Guys, in all seriousness, that was fun. We're going to get into gun violence after this. We got to go to breaks here in a minute. But we definitely got to talk gun violence and how the Podheads feel about it.
Yeah,
and
how we're going to fix the problem here.
Yeah, I'm going to solve it right here when we come back. The Podheads Web Show on gun violence. We'll be right back.
Yo.
All right.
Woo!
Again, break for radio
That was
station,
fun. That was all Frank's idea, by the way. He is a producer extraordinaire, bro. Hearing the idea. Yeah, no, I loved it. I love the acting. It's so good. So good.
Yeah,
the whale calling.
I hate you too. I'm dying over here. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Oh, man, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Oh, shit, Big Ace. You know, we don't really have a call-in number. We just kind of set that up, but we should set something up to where...
just like that.
We can have some call-ins, right? I think so. We got enough good friends and fam out there that would definitely call in and bullshit with us. I know Big Ace would any day.
Absolutely.
Also, Mr. Cash.
No, that's good. Okay, no, that was fun. We want the interaction. And I think that's what social media has taught us, is that you need to interact. But you need to let people that you are somewhat realistic. Like when you get to a certain level, you become a superstar, whatever, a star. But back in the day, you got money and then became famous, or you got a job and then became famous. Now you got to be famous before you get paid or get a job. So, and that's just reality.
That's crazy,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that is crazy. So that's what we're trying to do, man. Trying to get big before we get famous.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I really don't want to be like famous. I want to be as known as it takes to make some
money. Okay.
Because I enjoy doing this. You know what I mean? So I would like to just do this professionally.
I
I don't want people recognizing me.
Gotcha.
Anywhere.
You don't want that superstar. You
No,
don't want
'cause
recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. 6 figures, upper limit.
Yeah,
I'm
not
good with that.
inherently friendly. I'm not just like a super friendly guy.
Can I take a picture, Frank the Tank?
I mean, I would, of course.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I love strangers. I just, I have my days.
Boundaries. Everybody has their boundaries.
I'm
Sure.
not necessarily politically correct.
That's for sure. All right, let's do it, man.
All right, I'll bring us back there,
Yeah.
brother. All right, you are back in the Cypher with the Podheads. Your boy Frank the Tank, JB Perez, here in the Cypher doing our thing. Shout out to WJHM, 102jams.com.
Radio station.
that hosts us. All fun. We're having a good time out here, but we wanted to get serious. We wanted to get serious because...
Because it's serious. Because it is serious, man.
Let me tell you, back in the mid, 2018, something like that, about a year into President Trump's term, I was so sick of the media, so sick of the people at each other's throats on social media and everything else that I was just like, I gotta stop watching the news.
Sure.
right?
I think a lot of us did.
And I took a break. And it's probably a very peaceful, it took the time to get my mind right. The problem now is I feel like I need to do it again. Because instead of politics and people at each other's throats, it's gun violence.
Yeah.
I feel like every freaking time I turn on the TV, open my phone, anything, open a newspaper, I'm hearing about some kind of senseless death, some kind of senseless killing as a result of firearms, and in recent years, it has caused me to completely change my view on gun control. And so,
because you're a Marine, right?
I'm a Marine.
You're a Marine.
I'm a Marine. I'm a veteran. I lean right on a lot of things, so to speak. And I hate saying things like I lean right. I hate identifying as right, left, Republican, or Democrat, because I don't really identify as either. I feel the way I feel about various issues differently. Sometimes I'm conservative. Sometimes I'm more liberal.
Okay.
But I was always relatively conservative when it came to gun control, right? Second Amendment, right to bear arms. Don't take our guns, right? Leave our guns,
Right.
Don't touch it. And in recent years, I'm feeling quite different. And I'll support how I'm feeling with evidence, but in my opinion,
and you own a gun.
I own a gun.
Right.
I own a gun. I have
legal,
a concealed
registered
weapons license. Yeah. I own a gun. I've owned multiple guns, and I'm feeling different.
Yeah.
I am at this point feeling like I'd be more than happy to give up that gun.
I was feeling that way a long time. I remember Big Ace, and I remember him saying, I wish we go back to the days where swords and crossbows and shit, because of the, kids are getting shot and road rage stuff. There was kids in supermarkets getting shot.
It's crazy, bro. You remember this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was trending. If you didn't see this, crazy, right? These two people are getting into an argument
over snow.
And this guy, you're watching this guy, sorry about the graphic. They'll probably take this off of freaking YouTube.
No, that's
right
on
here.
YouTube. Everybody's seen it.
So you see the guy there. That happened in Pennsylvania.
Here he comes back.
Homeboy shot husband and wife in the street, comes back with a rifle. After shooting him with a handgun, comes back with a rifle and finishes him off. This all because of an argument over where the couple were throwing their snow. That after that, after hearing about the shootings in Colorado, after hearing about a freaking child being shot in public.
That's my limit.
Dude.
What?
At least 4 major U.S. cities have over this past weekend had at least 38 deaths and 6 wounded. So in 4 major cities, 38 deaths and 6 wounded.
Man.
Okay, excuse me, 38 wounded, 6 dead. 38 wounded, 6 dead in 4 cities in 1 weekend.
In 2 days, 6 people died. That's every day.
Yeah, bro. Austin, Cleveland, Chicago, Savannah, all investigating on Sunday for mass shootings that erupted over a 6-hour streak. At 9 p.m. on Friday, within 6 hours, 4 cities, 38 injuries, 6 dead. What?
Bro.
What the WTF, bro?
We're losing our goddamn mind. I don't know what to tell you. I told you this from beginning. I wish there was hardcore, and for the record, I'm not a gun owner. Okay, I like guns. I like shooting guns. I went shooting with you. I'm not a gun owner. I've been saying it from the beginning. I wish there was some way to lock it down. I like the Second Amendment for freedom, but I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the kid in Publix getting shot. That's still, I can't get that out of my mind.
Think about that for a second.
I can't stop thinking about it.
You're sitting there in freaking Publix. You're checking out. You got your little stuff. Your child, your 6 month, and in this case, it was the lady's grandchild.
Oh my God.
Okay, so not even your grandchild in the cart, and you're just getting ready to do your thing, and some psychopath for no freaking reason walks up and pulls a gun out on that child and pulls the trigger.
What? Oh my God!
And then she kills you when you try to do something about it
to defend yourself.
Yeah,
and then kills you.
And that's it. Why? And the guy, I forget the guy's name, but he posted that he wanted to kill somebody on Facebook
because he's fucking crazy. Because he's whatever the reason. Whatever the reason. At that point, bro, that's been the camel that broke the camel's. You know, the straw that broke the camel's back. What? It could have been you. It could have been you. You go to Publix. You go to Walmart. You check out groceries. And that guy goes in there and shoots your baby in the fucking face. Bro, it crushes me just imagining myself in that position. Yeah. And for that alone, I'm with you, bro. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Joe Biden, what's up?
Yeah. And for me, here's where I'm at. All right. I'm at a level, and I'll say this, and you can freaking hate me. You can get pissed off all you want. But in my opinion, I'm all for the Second Amendment. But Americans, as a whole, at this point, have shown that a lack of like responsibility, have shown negligence. In my opinion, Americans have lost their privilege for the right to bear arms.
Sure.
And that's the way I think the president or the federal government should approach this. You motherfuckers, you bitches,
children
have not displayed enough maturity to keep your guns locked away because your kids are still killing themselves by mistake. Right. To secure your stuff because people are still walking into schools and public buildings shooting people. To take care of the mentally ill and solve that because we are all-time high with mental illness. People just killing each other for
no reason.
Right? To do proper background checks.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, we have displayed negligence over and over and over and over. And almost in every single other avenue, the few that have ruined it for the many. And it is what it is. We have many laws that are written in blood because of 1 or 2 people. Thanks to motherfuckers on 9/11, I got to sit in the airport security for 3 hours.
Great fucking point. That's a great point.
They weren't even from the country.
That's a great point. So you had others' actions of very small and it changed our culture. It changed, and we were all mad. We were all pissed at TSA right off the bat, bro. This is too crazy. But now it's the norm. I'm right there with you, Frank the Tank. I'm so tired. I always said I put the onus. You said the government. I don't think that's happening, bro. I can't imagine. I said Joe Biden will do something, but hell no, he ain't do nothing. No career politician's gonna do anything about this, man.
Listen to this, bro. Look at maybe the numbers might do something right here. So 2017 has the most recent year for complete data by the CDC. Okay, 38,355 total deaths involving guns. Just think about that for a second. Okay, across the nation.
And it's 365, so that's 100 a day?
In 1 year, bro. Think about that for a second. 23,000, so the majority of them being freaking suicides. Involving guns. Suicides.
Oh, wow.
Think about that for a second. right? So though they tend to get less attention than gun-related deaths,
That's true. That's very true.
You know what I mean? Suicides
By
actually make up the majority of freaking deaths.
Wow.
Almost 60%. What does this say? In 2017, 6 in 10 gun-related deaths in the U.S. were suicides.
But you can't take that bullet back, man. People who survived suicide attempts have said, as soon as I pulled the trigger or jumped, I regretted it. You can't take that back.
Yeah.
So take the gun out of the equation. Someone lasts a little longer, talks to
Statistics,
somebody.
You're 3 times more likely to actually kill yourself if you have a gun available.
There you go. I mean, there you go. So take that out of the equation. Maybe you can get some help. Maybe you plow through or power through. I don't know, but that's crazy statistic. I did not know that. Very high number.
Here's one thing that really got me is the states. Now you see the states that have a lot, right? U.S. gun death rates varied by state, right? The darker ones are the ones that have the higher percentages, right? And you see a lot of those states are kind of right there, the Midwest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the South.
What really got me was states with the lax gun laws, like Texas, Florida. They were the second highest. You know what I mean? Colorado, Utah. But then the states that are the lightest, New York, California, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Maryland, they have the strictest gun laws. They do not allow assault weapons. They do not allow rifles like that, like, military style weapons. And they have the fewest amount of gun related deaths out of anybody, even though pistols have the are widely used more than anything else. But still.
Precedents, we said it. I love the word precedents. When somebody does it, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. They have less deaths by guns than anybody else. So maybe there's something to look at. But real quick, you know what? I lost it. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something about Floyd or whatever, and I lost it.
So listen to this: active shooter incidents are defined by the FBI as one or more individuals actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a populated area. And I think the number is like 4. There's got to be at least 4 people in the area for it to be considered an active shooter.
Okay.
But look at the rise, bro, from 2000 to 2018. The rise in incidents, bro.
It's getting worse.
From single incidents. One little block is one incident. So in 2000, there was one active shooter incident in the nation.
Bro. One.
And there was 30 in 2017.
There you go. I mean, the numbers are there.
It's
getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse,
bro.
And I hate and not that I hate, but I can imagine the pro guns or the real heavy. No, you're not taking away and saying, one guy can save, can change everything. You know what I mean? But God damn it, I'm high, guys. When I get riled up, I have so many things going in my mind. It's freaking crazy. God damn it.
No, you're right. Listen, we got to go to break.
Let's go to break. Get my mind right.
We got a few seconds. Let me show you one slide here real quick. Look at this. Top 10 civilian gun owning countries.
USA.
One thing that I wanted to touch on was the difference in countries. If you compare gun violence in our country versus gun violence in the rest of the world, outside of Latin America, which is widely considered the Wild West when it comes to gun violence, we are by far the worst.
Not even close.
And we have the most lax gun laws out, period.
We have the worst crime and the worst laws enforcing those crimes.
Look at that. In the world, we have 120 freaking guns per 100 residents. So
I got two. I got two right here on each hip, baby.
Exactly.
Woo! What's the need? Like if it's a
bunch of Yosemite Sams running around. Listen, we gotta go to break. We come back. We're gonna keep talking about gun statistics.
Yeah,
we'll be right back. It's the Podheads.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I want to go over some of these comments while we're here on break,
please,
because we're getting some good engagement from everybody here. I love you guys, man. Yeah, Aaron, Big Ace talking about how, he was surprised by and mind blown by more suicides and homicides. I was too. I didn't think that. I thought we were just going around shooting each other.
Me too.
At 60%, people killing themselves.
I think that's an even better point to get rid of it, because again, you can't take that bullet back. Like, all right, you want to self-defense, you want to go kill somebody, whatever, but 20,000 for the bro, it's a huge number. We can save lives, bro, for real. And if it's suicide, we can save lives like that.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
I mean, just cut. Exactly. Take the common denominator out of the equation.
I know it sucks, but
yeah, if you go over the numbers, like if you go over the numbers of the big argument's what? That
the government's coming.
Yeah, the government or this lady was raped. If she had
Right.
a gun, she could have protected herself, or this man was mugged and his family is in third. But statistically, the odds of that happening and the few times that that'll happen are minuscule. Almost, they're minuscule compared to the rates at which we're killing ourselves and each other with guns in this country. And you can't honestly justify
Right.
that.
There almost is no justification. The government's not coming for your guns. In 1776, the government was coming for your guns.
Maybe, yeah.
In 2021, the government isn't coming. The U.S. Army, okay, is not coming through your door. The Marines are not sliding down chimneys to come get your guns. It's not happening, okay? So get over yourselves, because that's the only argument you have. Self-defense, that's fine, bro. You don't need a 100-clip magazine for self-defense. You don't need a 50 caliber rifle for self-defense. You understand? Or whatever it is that these weapons that are making the real damage. Pistols aren't the ones that are doing these mass shootings, man. No. Right?
Yeah. And it's funny that you say that, because the people that are doing the mass shootings, they're using assault type weapons, Even though most of the gun violence that happens in this country is related to or used by handguns. Is used by handguns. But the mass shootings, absolutely. Assault weapons that we absolutely don't need. By the way, you're back in the cipher with the Podheads, tuning in on the radio. Just kind of mixed it in right from the break. We have a pretty good conversation here going about it.
And I remember now what I wanted to say earlier about, the current gun laws is like I feel it's convoluted on purpose, right? We talk about high capacity magazines, bump stocks, AR this, AK that, like. Bro, that's not what I'm looking for. I want gun control. Like, I don't even know what a bump stock is. How is that going to help the 2-year-old that just got blasted in front of her grandma? Exactly. That's not helping me. So I feel like they do that on purpose. Whoever it is I feel like they do that on purpose, and that pisses me off too.
Politicians on both sides of the
aisle. There you go, trying to
freaking please everybody, trying to be political about an issue that is really about humanity, not about freaking politics. I really don't, listen, let me tell you. I know that some people are going to be, oh, you're crazy and you're un-American, snowflake, this, that, and that. You know what? I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit what anyone has got to say, any argument. You can come at me with any freaking argument you want. I don't care. Save your breath. Save your breath, because there's nothing that you're going to tell me that's going to convince me that getting rid of the freaking people's access to guns, at least common people's, idiots' access to guns, is not going to have a drastic effect on the numbers of deaths in this country related to guns.
I don't think there is a justification. I think the justification that they said, it could be, well, one guy can stop it. Well, no. Well, fine. The statistics show that doesn't happen that often.
They say, one man, one man with a good man with a gun is better than a bad man.
Can stop a bad man with a gun or something like that. I get it. I totally get it. But again, that's not helping the 2-year-old that got killed. Or the road rage incidents that are happening now, where people shooting into cars just blindly, pop.
The news the other day, a little kid got shot because the mom gets into a road rage incident.
Flips the finger. Guy freaking shoots into the back of the trunk, and the 3-year-old gets shot in the back. His last words to his mom, "Mommy, my stomach hurts." What? Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. If you are a gun nut, you will get... Yes.
Convince me how justify how that's okay. And not that it's okay. And I know that you're not arguing that that's okay. But justify to me how keeping your guns is more important than
the government is not coming for you, man. It's not you.
The police, you're not going to be another Waco.
No, man.
Only extreme arguments. Only people who think extreme make those arguments, and it's really full of shit. You're really full of shit. So just stop.
Yeah.
Show me evidence. Show me proof. Show me numbers. I propose that the president say, give me 4 years, or give me 2 years, give me 3 years, something. Give me this term, without guns. Let's get rid of guns. Let's ban the guns, and we'll look back at it. Right? We'll readdress it at the end of my term. And if the numbers don't drastically prove that we are saving lives and that people aren't being raped and pillaged in the streets because they don't have guns to defend themselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you want to go to some rifles, maybe some certain kind of bolt action, I don't know, hunting rifles, shit like that. Fine. I don't also propose that every single gun, but something needs to be done, changed. Like, I'm proposing banning guns. Other countries, by the way, and I do have some more things. Other countries that don't allow guns, show the numbers are there.
There's a
the
number,
numbers are there. Look at this, bro. 73% of all homicides, bro. I think this is 2017. So look at this. An international comparison of gun-related killings as a percent of all. So out of all homicides in 2019, look at that.
All of them.
73%
of the 100%.
Every person that was killed in all of 2019 was use the gun.
Use the gun.
Eliminate the guns. Are you telling me that 73%, that those millions of people are saved?
Bro, yes.
That's like bringing back the blip. That's like Avengers type shit.
Yeah, so true.
You know what I mean? Come on.
You said it earlier. Take the common denominator out, and what do you have left? People arguing with each other. Maybe throwing some fists and getting over it.
Canada has very strict gun laws, but they do have a lot of hunting. 39%. England and Wales, not even the cops walk around with guns out there. They use CCTV. 4% of all the people that were killed in all of England was done with guns.
They stab each other over there.
The numbers are there.
No,
give me a freaking break, dude. Come on.
I feel like there's no justification for it.
Yeah. And look, 60% of people agree with me. 60%. According to Gallup surveys, and they're the survey guys, 60% of Americans want more strict
every
gun
year the younger generation is more hip to this kind of stuff. So every year we're getting closer to a much better gun control. You said something.
Special interest group that are keeping it.
That's what I was just gonna say. You want Joe Biden to go ahead, get me out. I don't care. I'm gonna take my 4 years. I'm gonna take the lick. I'm gonna take the L. But I'm getting rid of guns for 4 years.
Somebody's got it.
He ain't doing it.
Say,
no, they're
the
not.
party.
America.
I'm gonna do what's right for this country.
I wish, bro. I wish somebody had spot. You know who might have that spot? Maybe somebody like Bernie Sanders do. But he'll never get the opportunity. That's why they don't get elected.
They said, unfortunately, they will never let it happen. And you know what? I agree.
But it's true.
I agree. You know, maybe I'm just being...
You're being wishful. You want a better country for your damn children. I don't want to go to Publix and have my daughter be killed in front of me for no reason.
Think about that. Exactly. I'm paranoid. I'm getting to the point where I'm driving and somebody cuts me off. And I'm worried about, oh shit, did I offend this guy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be shopping and have to look over my shoulder.
Unbelievable, dude. That's not living. That's not freedom.
No, it's
not.
I
would. I'm with you, Frank. I would gladly replace the Second Amendment. And again, for the record, I do not own a gun. For a little security for my children.
I'd gladly give up my gun.
Bro, that is scary. Road rage killing your children. You're at Publix killing your children.
And I think
suicide,
it all comes down to,
that statistic still blows my mind.
Think about suicide for a second. Think about that Pennsylvania shooting over the snow.
Over snow.
Think about the shootings that happened with the road rage incidents. And even a lot of the police shootings. One of the common denominators outside of guns is a lack of forethought, is a heated exchange, is passion, is something
getting it out
in the moment, right? A lot of us, and especially in tough times, right? Economic, social, political distress has been happening over the last few years, and people have been tense, right? And in times like these, people tend to overreact. How many times have you punched a hole in the wall, through your phone, broken a video game controller, said something you wish you wouldn't have said out of anger?
Yeah.
But now
we all do it.
It's so easy because everybody's got a freaking gun. They've never been more affordable. They've never been easier to get. Don't give me the bullshit about how it's hard to get a gun, because it really ain't. It really ain't that
got a couple $100 and you can get a legal gun these days.
So
crazy.
I forgot what I was saying. But, I can't smoke too much when I'm. But ultimately, You already know. It's never been easier to get a freaking gun, you know? And people are short-tempered. So what's
That's what it
happening
was.
is people are overreacting.
Yeah,
They're
man.
flipping, and then they're finding, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. What happened with that Pennsylvania guy? He went and murdered out of rage
He was
over
mad.
snow, murdered a freaking husband and wife, destroyed a freaking entire family, right? And then said, oh, shit, what did I do?
What do I do now?
And went and killed himself.
He killed himself because there's
he
no.
knew his life was over.
Exactly.
It's a wrap, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
So they were. So you know what? I believe that those neighbors, if I remember the story, they were really abusive to this guy. They're real fucking jerks to him. And this was the camo that would take the take the gun out of it. You know what? Maybe they get into fisticuffs, right? Back in the day, people got into fights. As a kid, you would
Loser
fight.
moves out of the neighborhood.
Bingo. There you go. And that's it. You're allowed
wrap, yeah.
to move on. You can't.
And maybe you learn a valuable lesson along the way, rather than just, I'm gonna freaking kill this guy. Now my life, their family's lives, and my family's lives are just
It's over, right? Right. Just the tentacles of destruction that guns still do. When you get to kids, man, now that I have one of my own, I'm with you. Nope, you can't tell me nothing. You can't justify all that. You can't, because I don't want my daughter to be shot at Publix. Like, I can't get the image out of my head. That's so scary. It's so effed up, and somebody's got to do something. Keeping it real 100 though, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Not in this government.
I don't think so. Not anytime soon. But I'm hopeful that somebody steps up. Hopeful that somebody says something. Really, I don't know. Maybe it's a statewide thing. Maybe it's a federal thing. Like I said, in other countries, they're doing a way better job than we are. Follow suit, man. I mean, we're a very young country, right? We're less than 250 years old.
Right. 1776.
We're a young country. We're still kind of learning. There's countries out there like Japan that's been around for millennia, right? There's countries like England the same. And guess what they've realized? You bitches are irresponsible.
No guns, because y'all go crazy with them.
Right?
That's
and
true.
Guess what? In 2018, guess how many gun-related deaths happened in Japan?
0? Oh, yeah. There you go.
0.
Yeah.
Donuts.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
just go.
the numbers don't lie.
They just use
folks.
samurai
Listen,
swords. It is what it is.
Yeah, you're not. Your life is not going to be over.
No, man.
If they take your freaking guns,
You'll get over it, man.
Like, you'll get over it. You'll find other shit to do.
If it's really about self-defense, you said something that I think has, bolt action. Something, you know, if you know your attacker doesn't have a gun because it is illegal, that bolt action is gonna work just fine. You got 2 seconds, get out, I'm gonna blow your head off, that kind of thing. Yeah. Instead of changing a life forever.
Something.
I said it before, and I know we gotta go, and I'll say it again. I truly don't think in this country, it's the Second Amendment. It's not going nowhere. The onus, I think, is on the manufacturers. You can't do anything about the guns that are already in the street, because I can't think of an idea. Maybe buyback. Maybe they buy back, like give you some real money, and maybe you change for a high-tech gun. But I think it's I think it's up to the manufacturers to do something. DNA, grip, password, I don't know. Do something. I want to see something done. Not bump stocks.
Yeah.
Something.
I don't think the manufacturers are going to do a damn thing.
No, right?
And you know what? Again, I think it's about time the government just step up, put their big boy pants on and say,
You're done.
Y'all messed up. Y'all don't
true.
want to listen, right? We have no problem punishing people. We have no problem taking things and taxing and doing whatever the hell we need to when we want to. We have no problem dictating, at least in this state, how people should learn their damn history.
Oh, man.
And who should pay taxes, who shouldn't pay taxes, right?
clickbait.
But yeah, when it comes to people getting killed in the street, not even getting in the street, in their damn local grocery market, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, Second Amendment.
I don't want to piss off the freaking gun nuts.
Yeah.
You know what? The gun nuts and everybody else that leans on that side can kiss my ass. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
60% of the country agrees with you, frankly. And it's only going to get more. We don't want to see little babies get shot in the face.
Anymore.
Jeez.
That's it. Anyway, that's the show. For anybody listening on the radio, we appreciate y'all. Catch us next time. WJHM102jams.com. Every hashtag Weed Wednesday, 7 p.m. It's the Podheads.
You.
Anyway,
yeah.
So that was for radio for all y'all
crazy
that are still on. Aaron, Big Ace, fuck 'em, Rocco, appreciate you. Listen to this because it's not very hopeful. Listen to this. From 2015 to 2019, about 40 people per day were killed in incidents of gun violence.
40 per day.
Now listen to
bro.
this. In 2020, a huge increase in gun deaths compared to previous years. Look at that number, 123 gun deaths. By July of 2020, we're already, right now, there's more as of today, but as of May of this year,
87.
already at 87.
Look at that.
So it's trending at a ridiculous,
We're right
ridiculous
there.
number.
Like what I'm saying, I'm sure, you know, and I think I see it when people are driving. Like people forgot how to fucking drive. People have just forgot how to be human. Like be good, be human. Like whatever that means to you.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Like people forgot. People got COVID, really fucked shit up. Maybe they didn't get COVID, but COVID really messed up with the psyche of the world, especially this country. And look what we're dealing with on a daily basis.
Leadership, bro. Leadership. You know, you can get pissed off at me for saying that Trump's got a hand in this, but I believe
Sure
Trump
does.
absolutely has
Criminal
a
hand.
Violence spiked in this country.
Yes.
Spiked during his presidency. The numbers don't lie.
What do you want?
Absolutely freaking spiked. You don't want to blame him? Show me numbers that show otherwise.
Yeah.
There was a freaking riot at the Capitol because of this man. An insurrection.
For real.
Treason.
Traitors.
You know?
In 1776, right? You would have been hanged for that shit. Right?
And you know what? I wouldn't mind if they did a couple of those bastards. And they're still after them.
Yeah, they
still
are.
after them.
That's why I'm very happy.
But let me tell you, the thing about this gun, the thing about this gun shit that really gets me, right? Donald Trump, he obviously incited a lot of violence. When you have a president, I think that the sheeple, right, which is the majority, the masses, tend to follow. So you ever hang out with a group of people that are really like maybe charismatic or influential, and you even start talking like them?
Sure, yeah.
Acting like one of them, right? So I think that we tend to mirror,
maybe.
you know, people that we admire, right? And so as a country, you know, in recent years, let's think about the 90s during Bill Clinton, right? The 90s was very fun.
It felt fun.
Right? Very fun.
Getting BJs at the White House.
Let's fucking party.
You know, no debt. You know,
loud.
everybody had a job back then. I think very small debt.
And that was a very Clinton era. Jazz sax man getting BJs in the Oval Office, right? Who was a more party animal than Bill Clinton in the public eye, right? Then you have George Bush, and George Bush was a little bit of a fool, right?
Yeah, he was kind of an idiot.
Yeah, and people made fun of that a lot, but it was a very patriotic president.
He was.
Even though there was 9/11 or whatever, our country was super proud of being American.
We all were.
You know, we saw a very huge spike in patriotism during Bush, and of course, you know, whatever you believe, the 9/11 had a huge part in that.
Yeah.
But the president, people followed suit, right? Then you get Obama, right? And this was probably a time of spiritual and like social awakening in this country for the first time in a long time, right? LGBTQ community came out, the woodwork, right? We saw an increase in that, in marriages, stuff like that, because of the laws that he created.
Right.
White people and black people were getting along a lot more, right? People were very embracing a lot of their culture a lot more. You know, the dude Mike dropped at one of, you know what I mean?
He did.
It was people liked to be cool. People wanted to be hip. People wanted to be down with the president, with the black culture. You know what I mean?
For the culture.
And then we get Trump. And we get
all those that hated us being hip
that
and
were
cool.
Quiet during that time, yeah.
Exactly.
Quiet,
who were just waiting for a reason to come out. And they came out.
Yeah.
They came out. In the woodworks, man.
The ugly, right? The ugly came
real
out. The
ugly.
greed, the hatred, the
hatred, the racism. It came out.
It came out, and they showed their true colors, and now
we're still dealing with that, bro. Yeah. We're still dealing with it. That's why Joe Biden needs to do something about something. Not bump stocks.
People would hate him.
Changing.
People would definitely hate him. People would hate half the country, or at least 40% of the country would hate him, and he probably would have a hard time getting reelected. But
the numbers will go down. Like people don't say, okay,
But again, just hold on, right? My thing is just hold on, right? Hold on. Take the tweets. Take the freaking abuse from other politicians. Take it all.
You're not gonna get impeached.
2 years, you're not gonna get impeached,
right?
Right? No, come on, they might try, but then in 2 years, you know, I'm sure people will appeal to all kinds of courts and try and claim Constitution and all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But within 2 years, go back and show numbers and show the ridiculous drop in death.
Dude, 73% of the homicides were guns.
And I know it's not that simple, right? How do you get the guns? You're going to have to get the guns. I think the honor system would be a big part of that. Maybe you only get 20, 30%, but that's still millions of guns off the street, right? Tell people, trade your guns in for certificates, for bonds, or some kind of, or payment, cash.
That's not a bad stocks, bonds.
I mean, you're going to invest trillions of dollars into bailouts, into stimulus packages and all this shit. Invest into freaking saving lives.
Saving freaking lives.
Pay people for their guns, and you know what?
That's
Melt
a
the damn
great
guns
point.
down and freaking put it in steel and whatever the hell.
That's a great point. I like the bonds
Sell
things
them back to
because
the
it's the
companies.
government taking your guns, but they're giving you bonds that will go up in value, soon. So it's not like you're getting shorted.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
That's not going to change anything. The moment he's out of office, a Republican will be elected, and they'll change it right back. That's what Big A said. And, I was thinking that the first president that comes up against him is just going to say, I'll bring back guns.
It back, and that's his platform.
And there you go. But, again, I would hope that in that time, the numbers would so drastically be there that people would have to freaking open their eyes and say, oh, my God. You know what? It hasn't been that bad without guns.
The numbers are there. You said them, bro. I'll say it again. 73% of the homicides were guns. If you don't take the guns, how many of those are in Japan or England? You said 4%. People don't fight these days, man. The social media age, people, the Tekashi 6ix9ines, the trolls, the shit talkers that have never got in a fight their whole lives. That's everybody now. Right? But now they got guns. So the first thing they do is pull the gun out.
That's true.
First. No other thought at all is bloop, pull the gun out and shoot. You said it. They lost their privileges. They lost their privileges because they can't act. There is no responsible gun owners anymore these days. The real responsible ones aren't doing the killing. No. Right?
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And I bet you that they understand.
Unfortunately, the dickheads are ruining it for everybody. That's true. And I agree. I get that. I get that there are good people and there are responsible gun owners. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the assholes are ruining it for
There's no way yet.
And it is what it is.
We have to pull the Band-Aid, you said. Yeah. You just have to do it. Just have to do something, man.
Exactly.
Crazy. Look at that. Yeah. America has the weakest gun laws with the most guns, man.
Think about that.
That doesn't make sense.
393 million.
That equation does not work. That is not a 0 plus, the math isn't right.
Dude,
you can't have the most guns and have the weakest laws enforcing them.
The U.S. accounts for just 4% of the world's population. Okay?
4.
The United States. We account for 4% of the entire population of the world.
96%.
Right? Out of 8 billion.
Yeah.
We're only 4% of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 35% of firearm suicides.
A third, bro. A third.
What?
A third. A third of the world. A third of the world. Suicides happen right here in America. By guns.
And the media tell it, we're the safest, best country in the world. But you're 25 times more likely to be killed in a gun homicide than in any other high-income country.
It happened today. It happened a shootout right here in Central Florida. That old lady went in Sanford. The old lady went, not this story, but again, I'll say it again. You go to the supermarket and you're getting killed. Like, what are you going to, there's no, what? Unbelievable. Yeah, but let the media tell it. You're right. Let the media tell it. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're the safest. We're the greatest. We're the freedomists. Like, no, man, it's a facade. And that's why I'm mad, because I live here. It is our responsibility to make the changes, man. It is our responsibility to make sure that our babies don't get shot. Stop. It frustrates me just thinking about my daughter. It could have been me. Could have been you. Could have been everybody, man.
Yeah. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
it is. And it really, I don't know how one can help but be paranoid and doing anything.
Especially in a state like this where everybody got a gun.
Look at that's what it said. Why do you need a gun at fucking Publix? Listen, Big Ace, is the guy didn't need a gun. That shows that you do need a freaking gun at Publix. That's the damn problem. Because that psycho, this wasn't an act of like he got into an argument and decided to pull his gun out. No, this psycho wanted to kill someone, put on his Facebook that he wants to kill someone, and included possibly a child, then walked to a freaking or drove to a Publix with his gun, planning to kill somebody because he was sick in the head. Killed the child and then killed the grandbaby.
Unbelievable,
now,
man.
this isn't, you know what I'm saying? People aren't just like getting into arguments at Publix and shooting people.
Right.
They're crazies walking around. That's the crazy thing, because you can at least control an argument, walk away. At least you have some kind of modicum of control in that situation. Somebody tells me, hey, buddy, you got 22 items in the 20-item lane. I tell them, kiss my ass, mind your business, and we start getting into a shoving match. At least I can say, you know what? You're right. I'm going to go put 2 items back. Or you know what? Listen, bud, it's not worth it. Fuck off. Right? No. But now, right now, in this crazy situation, you got people just walking up. You're sitting there minding your own business. You turn around,
boom,
and somebody's just got a gun at your chest. Like, come on.
Yeah, man. And unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen though. Nothing's gonna happen. Not Joe Biden's not gonna. The Joe Biden, I told you earlier, career politicians aren't worth the fucking salt that they wear, whatever the hell that's called, because they're career politicians, man. You want to talk about 1776 in the old days? You were supposed to come into the government, do your thing, do what you thought was right, and then leave. Yeah, you get paid for you get thank you for your service, and we'll keep paying you, but you don't keep getting to make decisions, man. I think that's the way we need to go back. We need new faces, man. We need new spirit. We need new laws. We need new thoughts. We need new freaking feelings. I don't know. We all need to smoke some weed. God damn it.
Let me address this comment here. APM91, I really appreciate your comment. You tuning in and engaging with us. So according to NPR, America isn't even top 10 in violent gun deaths. Now, that may be true, and that's the kind of stuff that we got to be wary of when we're paying attention to the media, because a reputable news source like NPR, you see that headline and you say, oh, well, you know what? It ain't so bad. We're not even top 10. Well, what you got to take into consideration is when we look at these statistics and we give these numbers, we're talking about developed high-income countries. Countries that you can actually compare the U.S. to.
Right.
We're not top 10 in the country, because in South America, there's probably about 22 countries that have more violent gun deaths than us. But like I said, places like South America, not all of them, but certain places in Brazil, certain places in Africa, certain places all over the world that are not necessarily considered developed or high income or really safe at all.
Sure.
Definitely, there are definitely more countries that have more violent gun deaths, but we're not talking about that. We're comparing apples to apples.
I don't give a F about what percentages. I live here. That Publix was right around the corner. Do something for me so that I don't have to worry about it.
Sure.
Like, I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he leans so as far as guns, but in 60% of the American people want gun control. They are tired of every day another clickbait or another news saying a kid got shot, mass shooting this, mass shooting that. It could be 1%. The whole world can shoot themselves, but I live here and I don't want that for this country. We need to do better. And I think that's what's important, man. You know?
No, I agree.
I appreciated the love though. Appreciate it, brother.
I agree. I definitely agree. But yeah, I don't think without violating people's HIPAA practices, I don't think you can get too far into mental health checks. You can do waiting periods. We've tried so many things, right? Like you said earlier, we're banning BS like gun style, like bump stocks and high capacity magazines, and it doesn't
Band-Aids, bro. It doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
The real root problems, man, aren't taken care of in this country. Mental health, drug, opioids, the real problems in this country. Gun violence, man, poverty. Real situations in this country. We don't give a fuck, man.
No, we're not taking them serious at all. We're not taking them serious.
Show me otherwise.
People like to say that, it's not as hard as you. It's not as easy as you try to make it sound.
You just gave $13 trillion of bailouts to companies that have assets to bail themselves out. Like,
Thank you.
I'm just saying, and now
the money's there.
The money's always
they'll print
been
it.
there.
They'll print it when they want to.
We're $30 trillion, whatever trillion we're in debt, we keep doing it. So it's not a good argument. And I hate that Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is the one doing it.
Just
helping
like
him
I
out.
said, Big A's. And the U.S. has 1% of all the guns, a huge majority. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. AMPM. Big Ace, he said, in the countries above us, Honduras, Venezuela, El Salvador, Brazil, Colombia, Guatemala.
You.
Countries that are ahead of us in violent gun deaths. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but like you said, JB, we can throw numbers. We can argue numbers all day, but I think the facts are the facts.
The numbers are
in
there.
countries where guns are completely banned. There are, almost 0 to 4% freaking deaths. Death rate by
suicides. The suicide number is a huge number, man. Suicides by guns go away. Suicide
save 50,000 lives.
50,000 lives a year.
50,000 lives, and let's say some of those people are really hellbound on killing themselves.
Jump in front of a train.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
sorry. Knock on wood, whatever.
But then I would imagine at least another 80% of that 50,000 would.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. Again, I say it again. So, every person that survives a suicide, every single one said I regretted it the instant I pulled the trigger or jumped or did whatever. So they all wouldn't regret it. Yeah. Talk to somebody. Other problems become, whatever. Get rid of guns, man. I'm cool with it.
Just screw it. Even the states that have more stringent laws, like New York, like Maryland, like California, have way more. And you would think places like California, you know what I mean?
No,
big state. New
real.
York, right? Known for, not anymore, but at one point known for violence and gangs and stuff like that. Actually, the numbers show aren't as bad when it comes to gun violence. So.
I mean, the precedent is there,
start
man.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
At least ban freaking, automatic rifles.
That's what I'm saying.
Something.
You said the homicides, most homicides with guns happen in a 6-foot space. You don't need a high capacity rifle for that kind of stuff, man. If you get rid of that, Las Vegas doesn't happen. Some of these school shootings don't happen. Like, the problem is there. The answers are there. It's just people are afraid to do it.
We're not learning.
We're not learning.
When it comes down to it, and we got to run.
Yep.
When it all comes down to it, we're not doing anything. We're not doing enough.
We're not doing anything.
So far, we've been through how many presidents since Columbine? In 99?
Oh, my
Columbine was in
goodness.
99.
22 years ago.
22 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why
wasn't that the last school shooting?
Exactly. How many legislations? How many freaking presidents, vice presidents, governors, politicians, right? How many deaths? How many children since Columbine have died? The numbers have gone up.
Yeah.
The numbers are on the rise.
Yes.
And supposedly we've done more. Supposedly it's never been harder to get a gun.
You haven't done shit.
Supposedly we're safe.
You haven't done shit.
We're going backwards,
Yeah,
people.
man.
We're going backwards. So that's my 2 cents.
Anyways.
I say we've lost our fucking privilege.
Go to timeout, America.
Yeah, you're on timeout. We're taking your guns because you don't deserve them, people.
Man, you can't be responsible with
give
them.
them up. Yeah. Anyway, that's just me dreaming.
Yeah, not happening.
JB.
Good old USA. Podheads, baby. Thank you all. We love you guys.
Love it or hate it. We'll be back next Wednesday. 7 p.m. # Weed Wednesday, the Podheads Web Show.
Yo.
Peace.
But right marijuana, that is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane, pot, weed, or teeth.
That Michoacan, man, Acapulco gold, man. I even smoked that fat stick.
We're smoking reefer.
The realest thing smoking on the internet. The Podheads Web Show.